Namaskar everyone. Today we will do the revision of chapter 16 our fundamental rights and duties. Okay. So after the revision of this chapter you will again able to understand that what is called the fundamental rights and duties. So our fundamental rights are those rights which are very essential for our life. Okay, these without these rights we cannot live a good life. Okay, so let's start our chapter. The constitution is a set of laws. What is called the constitution is a set of law. Okay, and we can say that the constitution is a set of laws according to which our country is governed. Okay, so in this chapter you learned that our India became independent on 15th August 1947. As I explained you before it, our country was under the rule of British government, under the rule of British people. Okay, and Indians after the many struggles and sacrifice, Indian got independent on 15th August 1947. And after then Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the Rajendra Prasad elected as the first president of India. So Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first president of India, and the Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the first prime minister of India. Okay, and after then a constituent assembly with Dr. Rajendra Prasad as its chairman was formed to draft the constitutions. Okay, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, as its chairman, completed or he wrote the constitution, and the committee completed its work in about 3 years. Okay, in about 3 years. And the constitutions was adopted on 26 January 1950, but I have explained you that our constitution was completed on 26th November 1949, but it was adopted or became in implement on 26th January 1950. Okay, now the Indian citizens enjoy 6 fundamental rights, but before it I am going to explain you that our country is a democratic republic. Okay, now what is the meaning of democratic? What is the meaning of democratic? Means that the government is elected by people. Public means that the head of the state is also elected. Okay, and the president of India is the head of the state or country. Okay, and the Supreme Court protects our constitutions. Our constitutions gives fundamental rights, as it's written here that the Indian citizens enjoy 6 fundamental rights. Now which are our 6 fundamental rights? First is called right to equality. Okay, and second is right to freedom. Third is right to freedom of religion, and fourth is cultural and educational rights, and fifth is right against exploitations, and sixth is right to constitutional remedies. Okay, now what is called the right to equality is, it means all are equal before law. Okay, and the same law is applicable to the people, to all people. Okay, now right to freedoms allows freedom in 6 areas. Which are those areas? Freedom of speech and expression, right to assembly peacefully without weapons, and third is right to travel throughout India, and fourth is right to choose any occupation, and right to form unions, and right to work in any part of India. Okay, so these are the 6 right to freedoms. Okay, and right to freedom of religion means, it means every person is free to practice any religion. Okay, we are free to establish any institutions, and are free to celebrate all festivals in our countries. Okay, and the next meaning of the next right is the cultural and educational rights, and its meaning is that it is that all children up to the age of 14 years should be provided free educations. Okay, Everyone in India has the right to take education. On the other hand, this right also give the right to promote one's culture and traditions. Okay, and again now next is the right against exploitations. It means we can say that the rich cannot take undue advantage of the poor. Okay, begging is not allowed according to this according to this right. And the last right is that the sixth right is right to constitutional remedies. It means we can go to court for our grievances to be solved, as courts protect our rights. Okay, now we have also six fundamental duties. First is we must respect our constitution. Second is we must respect our national flag and the national anthem. We must protect our country uh, in the case of some external danger. And fourth is we must practice non-violence. Okay, and next is we must take care of public properties. These are our fundamental rights, and I have explained you that how those things go hand to hand. We can say that right and duties goes hand to hand. Okay, and uh, our state has also a directive principles. These are some of the guidelines for the government to follow. First is the government. See here, the directive principles of state policies are the guidelines of the government. Okay, they have to follow some steps, follow some guidelines, like the government should ban smoking and drinking, because these are the bad habits, and it's causes many disease also. And the government should give work to all. It means the state government will provide work to all the people who lives in a particular state. And third is the education should be made compulsory and free up to the age of 14 years. Okay, and next is the government should protect the rights to the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and the backward classes. Okay, and the last guidelines is that is proper living conditions should be provided to the people of the country. It means all the states government are responsible to provide the better living condition to their peoples. Okay, and also they are responsible to give work to all the peoples of the state, and also give the educations, and have to make compulsory and free education up to the age of 14 years. Okay everyone, so now we have completed the revision of this chapter. If you have any doubts and query, okay, you can ask me, and you have to write your all the doubts in your notebook, and you have to ask all the doubts in your online lectures. Okay, now we will do the exercise of this chapter. Okay, so first is fill in the blanks. We will do the fill in the blanks. First is the writing of our constitution was completed in 3 years. Okay, the writing of our constitution was completed in 3 years. Okay, the committee completed its work in about 3 years. Okay, and it was implemented on 26th January 1950. Now next is the right to equality is our fundamental rights, because this right we cannot live a good life. Okay, now the third is to travel throughout India is our freedom rights. Okay, it's come under the freedom rights. Okay, so travel throughout India is our freedom rights. Now next is fourth number. India is a democratic republic. As I have explained you, that democratic means uh, the government is elected by people. It means the government is elected by the people, or people have a right to elect their government or leaders. Okay, and now the fifth is dash principles are guidelines for the government. These are directive principles. Directive principles are guidelines for the government. Okay, now answer the following questions. See, answer the following question. First is, what is constitution? So what is constitution? The constitution is a set of laws. We can also say that constitution is a book or a document in which all the rules and regulations are written, and we can also say that the constitution is a set of laws according to which our country is governed. Okay, all rules and regulation are written in it. So constitution, in short, we can say that constitution is a set of laws. Okay, if you have to write this answer in a long in a detail, then you can say that constitution is a set of laws according to which our country is governed. All rules and regulations are written in it. Okay, now next is, who was the chairman? Who was the chairman of drafting committees? So who was the chairman of drafting committees? Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. B.R. Ambedkar means B is stand for Bhim, R is stand for Rao, Bhim Rao. Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar was the chairman of drafting committees. As I have explained you, after independence, a constituent assembly with Dr. Rajendra Prasad as its chairman was formed. Okay, formed to draft the constitution. Draft means they have to make the structure of the constitution, that which type of constitution we should have, or which things should be included in our constitutions according to the present according to that present condition of our country. Okay, so the constitution, after then the drafting committee wrote the constitution with Dr. B.R. Ambedkar as its chairman. Okay, and the committee completed its work in about 3 years, and our constitution was adopted on 26th January. And now next is, so Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, it means Dr. Bhim Rao Ambedkar was the chairman of drafting committees. Now next is, how many fundamental rights we have? So we have 6 fundamental rights. Okay, which are right to equality, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, right against exploitations, and 6th is right to constitutional remedies. These are our fundamental rights. These rights are fundamental because without these rights we cannot live a good life. Okay, that is why these are known as the fundamental rights. These rights are very important for us, for better living condition, or for surviving. We need, as a human being, for surviving in this world, we need to these fundamental rights. Okay, now next is, which are the guidelines for the state government? So directive principles of state policies are the guidelines for the state government. Okay, now which are these policies? The government should ban smoking and drinking. The government should give work to all. Education should be made compulsory and free up to the age of 14 years. Okay, and the government should protect the right to the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, and the backward classes. And the 5th is, proper living conditions should be provided to the people of the country. Okay, now next question is 5th number. 5th is, who was the first president of India? Who was the first president of India? Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first president of India. As I have explained you, India became independent on 15th August 1947, and after then Dr. Rajendra Prasad was elected as the first president of India, and Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was our first prime minister. Okay, so Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the first president of our country after the independence of our country. Okay, so now students, we have completed this chapter. We have completed the revision of this chapter. In homework, you have to complete all the exercise of this chapter in your revision sheet. Okay, and in our next lecture, as you know, we have completed all the all the chapters of PA1 from come to. So from next lecture, in our next lecture, I will explain you some other important chapter which will comes in your next classes and which are very important for you. So in our next lecture, we will do the revision of again chapter 12, the human resources. Okay everyone, so now take care, goodbye.